Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 47 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, today we're going to take on the Leviathan in the combat simulation. Now, make no mistake, this is a very difficult fight for our levels, but we can do it. So let's get started with setting up our party. The first thing we want to do is actually switch our weapon to hard edge. We want to have everyone be as strong as possible for this, while also maintaining their magic defense, which is what we're going to need. So we're going to give Cloud his hard edge. We're going to give him a Gothic Bangle, and he's going to keep his champion belt on for now. Let's go over to Barret. Now, Barret's tricky because his best weapon is basically his Gatling gun in terms of raw physical damage. It's also like his magical damage is balanced there as well. This does more magical damage, but he doesn't really need to use his magic for this fight. He just needs sort of regular physical damage. So we'll keep his Gatling gun on. And we're also going to give him a Mithril Armlet. So he's got the Mesmeric Armlet at the moment. The reason we're giving the Mithril Armlet is because it's a boost, it's a complete boost. So he gets an extra 14 magic defense, 4 regular defense, and he gets the ability to... it's still two materia slots. We could give him these, but it's not really a big deal, don't worry. And for his accessory, we're going to give him the Time-Worn Talisman that we bought last time, because it's going to increase his magic defense even further. It's not by much, but it's something. So his magic defense is actually greater than Cloud's right now. So that's good. And finally, we'll move on to Tifa. We're going to give her the Metal Knuckles. Just reslot. Don't worry about the material. I'm going to change everything in a moment. And we're going to give her the Mighty Sorcerer's Armlet. Look at that. Her magic defense goes up by 48. And she is now on 90, which is gigantic. That is a very good number. And she's also going to use the accessory known as the Clarity Pendant. Completely fills the ATB gauge after using Refocus. So I can't believe I can use one of these items, but yep, it's going to work. Trust me. All right, Cloud. Let's set his materia up. We want him to have Lightning. I'll give him the unmaxed one. Want him to have Elemental and HP up. Good. We also want him to have healing materia. We'll give him... I'm going to give him the weakest one for now because I can't remember if everyone's got healing for this fight. Yeah, everyone has healing, so we'll give Cloud the weakest one because he's not going to be doing too much healing. I don't think so. And we're going to give him Assess. And he's going to keep Steadfast Block on. Alright, that is Cloud's materia ready to go. Hang on, he's Gothic Bangle. Oh yeah, Gothic Bangle, because it gives 33. I was like, why don't I just use Magician's Bracelet? But yeah, it reduces his defense way too much. So that's him set up. Barret. We're going to give him Barrier and Magnify, which is really good. Really good combination. Healing. He's also going to put on the Steadfast Block that we got. So remember, if you block a hit, you'll receive, your ATB gauge will raise. And he'll keep on the Magic up and MP up abilities as well, even though... That's weird. Maybe I don't need these. Let me see something. Does getting rid of that affect his magic defense? Why did I leave like that then? Anyway, it's not a big deal. It should still work out. Yeah. Okay, for Tifa, we're going to give her healing. I'm actually going to give her refocus. We're going to give her lightning as well. I hope I've done this correctly. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. And we're going to give her the other HP up materia that we got in chapter 11 because she needs a little bit of extra HP. And we're going to give her MP up, and now here it's a little bit different. We'll give her First Strike, keep First Strike on, and we're going to give her ATB Assist. This actually ends up working really well, and I'll show you why. For Summon, we want her to have Shiva. For you, we want to have Fat Chocobo, but I don't really think it matters. And for you to have Ifrit, yeah. We're not even going to be summoning in this fight. Alright, that should be our party setup. So I'm going to save. Gosh, I hope this works because like looking at Barret, he's not really using his magic, but yeah. I think it's right. It'll be fine. Alright, VR mission, Leviathan. The first objective is to assess.
I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
Here we go. So immediately while Tifa is while Cloud's running, have Tifa use Unbridled Strength once, and try and target the dorsal fin here, because that's what's going to do the most damage and also raise your ATB gauge by a lot. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Switch to Tifa. Gonna use Unbridled Strength again. Sorry, I know I keep switching, I'm trying to... There we go. I'm gonna focus Thrust twice. Okay, Tail Whip, you wanna just block that? Okay, Gyre Spume, you wanna try and run away from this? You gotta kinda like roll, run, and then roll again. Okay, we're off to a really good start. That was fantastic. Briny Bellow. Try and stay close. That has two different looks to it, by the way, Briny Bellow. Oh, and try and let Tifa have the stagger. I should have mentioned that. Okay, Barret is full up. I'm gonna get him to use Cure on Tifa. Tifa's gonna get the stagger here. Or not. Let's have Barret heal himself again. Try and keep everyone maxed out. Just gotta wait until it comes back. There we go. Briny Bellow. Nice. Alright, here comes the stagger. We're gonna use... Oh. Try not to do it during the cutscene there. I screwed that up. Hang on a sec. Damn. Okay, where's Cloud? Let's get you to do that. Have Cloud use... Oh, he's not gonna be able to use Infinity's End there. That's alright. Alright, we did good damage. Damn, I forgot. I'm not supposed to use it during that cutscene transition, otherwise it won't work. Okay, he's gonna use something called Tidal Roar, and we're gonna need to switch to Barret. So with Barret, you basically just need to keep aiming at the Leviathan and firing. You can aim at its head, you can aim at the middle of its body, or you can aim at its tail. And anytime he uses Briny Barrage, just try and get out of the way. If you're going to use Overcharge, try and get in a position where it's going to work. These geysers will really like block your damage. So try and lock on, make sure you're staying mobile with Barret, which is kind of difficult to do because he's very slow. So that's fine, just keep going. He'll stay up there until you... Come on, block. Damn. He'll stay up there until you can stagger, which should be happening in just a moment. Okay, let me get you... Hang on, Tifa. I'm gonna Unbridled Strength her. And again. Oh, wait. Ah, well, I can't get it with Tifa, but that's fine. Okay, he got staggered. Go, 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 go. Have Cloud get ready and use Infinity's End. And while you're doing that, make sure all of your attacks go up for this. Bang! Alright, that was a huge amount of damage. Tifa didn't get the stagger, that's interesting. I don't even think... Ah, yeah, she should have... Okay, the one thing I did wrong was I should have used Thunder. Oh, okay, Gyre Spume, so... Roll, roll, roll. If you get hit by that, it actually does quite a lot of damage. Aquatic Focus, you can just go to town. Because... I don't know what this ability does. I feel like it's just like a defensive thing. Ends up doing, you know, your attacks end up doing less damage or something. Tail Whip to block. Do not block in Punisher mode, otherwise that happens. You get punished. Okay, that's fine. Watch out for these dives. Just keep waiting a bit. Keep running around. Stay mobile, stay mobile. You can summon if you want, but this thing is... Oh yeah, I didn't even... I didn't assess. Okay, I better do that. There we go. A summon recreated in virtual reality. This entity is a tutelary dragon deity said to protect people from natural disasters. Today, most of its worshippers live in the vicinity of Wutai. It's weak to lightning or thunder, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Come on. Alright, it's going to use Spinning Dive. Try and get out of the way. Oh, good. We got... Okay. So here's a cool thing. So let's have Tifa use Refocus. And what's going to happen... Ah! I was going to say what's going to happen here is... I didn't think Barret was going to die, but that's alright.
You okay?
So now because she's got 3... watch this. So Barret... Oh, heal Barret. Heal Barret again. Oops. Okay, Tidal Wave. Well, that was really poorly timed. Okay, hang on. I need you to use Mana Ward on everybody. This might be bad, actually. I think even during this you can still go off. Sometimes. Okay, everyone survived. Everyone survived, just barely. Where's Barret? Tail whip. Oh, we're gonna get killed. Ah, man, this sucks. If I could. Damn, man. Everyone is so low right now. Tifa, use Cura on yourself. Barret, use Cura on yourself. That's another type of Briny Barrage that he can do. Oh, it's Briny Barrage and Briny Bellow. Okay, sorry. They are different. I only just noticed that. Okay, everyone's pretty good now. So we're gonna hit the dorsal fin. Tifa, use your Unbridled Strength. Nice. Don't think you could do that on PS4. Tifa has almost got her limit break again. Spinning dive, okay. Damn, that does a lot of damage. Cura. Okay, this fight did not go exactly as I wanted it to go, but we're still gonna win, it's just, yeah. Okay, here we go. Why did Cloud not get his limit? Alright, Cloud, Infinity's End. And Barret, use your Fire in the Hole. Oh my god, it didn't die. Okay, it died.
Let's go.
Alright, that wasn't perfect, but at least we won.
Marvelous. Leviathan, the patron deity of Wutai, is not an enemy to be trifled with. Together, you can cleanse the world of the Shinra Scourge.
Alright, we did it. Ah man, I'm really upset that that didn't go as well as I wanted it to go. On my one of my practice files, it was the third stagger, and every single character had their limit break. And so I started with Tifa, and then I moved to Cloud, and then to Barret, and I just like transitioned between them. And Tifa was like, "Let's finish this," and Cloud's like, "Let's dance, asshole." And then finally Barret was like, "Fire in one hole." It just was the most amazing thing. After it happened, I was like, man, I really wish I was capturing that because it was so good. Alright, so we get the Leviathan materia. I'm actually going to give it to Cloud because I feel like I haven't actually had a chance to use this, but I feel like this is one of the most powerful summons that we get access to. So, yeah. Oh man, that was crazy. Okay, let's quickly change my materia setup, or my setup again. Let's put our Buster Sword back on because we need more materia slots. Gatling Gun is fine. We'll give her the Sonic Strikers. And now here's how things are going to get set up. So we're going to have Ice Elemental, HP up, and ATB boost. Then he's going to be wearing, still the Gothic Bangle, healing. I'm going to put Binding on because we need to increase these magic materials, and Steadfast Block, good. Just make sure everything else, yeah, that's fine. Gatling Gun is going to have Barrier Magnify, healing, and this will be Lightning. Actually, do we need, no, we don't need Lightning. Hang on. I mean, we do need Lightning, but... I'll put Lightning on for now. And also, we need to change his Mithril Armlet to the Magician's Bracelet. It's weaker in terms of defense and magic defense, but right now we need more slots for materia. Put that Steadfast Block on, and we're going to try and level Prayer, because Prayer is actually good. So that's alright, and let's give him... I'll give him the Power Wrist Guard, so I'll give her the... Where are they? Supernatural Wrist Guards, there. Okay, Sonic Strikers, we want her to have Fire. We want her to have the HP up. There we go. She can have Wind. Wind is pretty much done. I'll put the weaker wind for now, and then I'll figure this out a bit more later. Definitely want to have poison. And subversion. Shiva, that's fine. And then she will have MP up. I'm going to give her luck up. Just because, you know, to level something else. And the new first strike materia. Cool, we want to level that up. Alright, I think that's good because this way we have access to fire, wind, lightning, and ice on all our characters. And we're still... Is there anything we're not leveling up? Hang on, let me just check. No, we're leveling barrier, binding, subversion. Yeah, everything's pretty good. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Alright, man, can't believe that took that long. Just to let you know, in my practice, it took me 20 minutes to do that fight. I used like sort of a setup with a bunch of materia and like the Buster Sword and everything, so I wasn't doing as much damage. And then, yeah, so it took me 20 minutes and I had to stagger it 6 times. Then I switched weapons. It took me, I think, 7 minutes, and then one of my attempts, it took 4 minutes or something around that, and I was like, wow, that was crazy. I think the attempt that took 4 minutes, though, I didn't use assess, because I had already done everything that I needed to do. Alright, let's get to Aerith's house and see what happens.
Marlene! Marlene!
Barrett just barges in.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a
She's
pink dress
sleeping
today.
upstairs.
Oh,
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Okay, let's go
Keep
do
it
that.
down. Don't wake her. Maybe you should join your friend upstairs. Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Okay, let's go up there and see Marlene.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Because she's an ancient. Is that it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering. About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray. And that's how I met her. Her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market. Or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land. Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us—
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool. I forgot that that cutscene went for as long as it did. We're going to leave things there and we'll continue next time. For now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 47 of Let's Platinum Final Fantasy VII Remake. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.